Hello everybody and welcome to Logan Chops Reviews. This is GothyLox, sitting in for Logan Chops, and I'm doing a special review for Crazier Eights 1001 Nights. It's an Arabian based theme. It's on Kickstarter now, and here's the box, and here's the deck, and you get a little card insert of the rule book, or the rules, and your steps. And we also have event cards, asset cards, and each color comes with its own 8 right there. And what the game basically is you're playing Crazy Eights with different abilities and events. You get event cards like this that basically come into play. They do something and then they go to the bottom of the discard pile. Like this one says, look at an opponent's hand of your choice, exchange up to 2 cards from your hand for any 1 card from that player's hand. So you get to play that, and then it goes on the bottom of the discard pile. And then you have asset cards that look like this. And these ones get to stay in play, and they all have their own little abilities. Like this one, Alibaba. At the end of your turn, if Alibaba is the only asset you control, you may gain control of any asset controlled by an opponent. And you get to do little game manipulations with every turn. The concept of the game is you play until you have no more cards in your hands, and hopefully you win the game. The 8s get to, they're all different suits, colors. They are basically the wild cards, so you play your 8 if you don't have any of the matching colors, or if you want to change it up. You place it on top of the discard pile, and you get to pick a color that you want to play, and then goes on to the next player to try to put down a color of matching card. Now I'll go to the gameplay. Okay, so we have the deck shuffled up. The top card goes into the discard pile to determine what the first card needs to be, or what suit or color. And then each player draws 7 cards, and you determine who goes first, and then you go from there. And since Logan Chops always seems to manage to go first, usually, always, I'll go first. So at the beginning of your turn, you draw, and you can play either 1 asset or 1 event. Let me just look over what I got real quick. How about we start it off with Sudden Thought. It's an event. Player of your choice draws a card. So I'm going to choose you. And since I played an event, it goes on the bottom of the discard pile. And I will play 7.
Discard 7?
Yes. And then it's your turn.
Okay, so it'll be my turn to go ahead and drop. Let me look over. It's good to note that you can play up to 1 card. Because if you have no cards that you want to play during your turn, you don't play any cards. And then you can discard up to 1 card. Because if you have no cards that you can discard, you don't have to discard.
Well, there's some cards that let you discard more than 1.
Discard more than 1, yeah, but you can only, on your turn normal, you can only discard up to 1 card. I'm going to go ahead and play an asset, a Persian Merchant. It's, at the end of your turn, draw a card and put any 1 card from your hand on the bottom of the draw pile. And let's see, I have to discard either a 7 or a red card. Let's see, I'll go ahead. I'm going to discard the 2. There we go.
Okay.
And yep.
Draw.
Well, hold on. At the end of my turn, yeah, I get the draw card because there's at the end of your turn effects. Also, just like there's at the beginning of your turn effects. So at the end of my turn, I get the draw card. Put one card from my hand on the bottom of the draw pile. So that card should actually be mine. And I'm gonna put a card. I'm gonna put this one at the bottom of the draw pile. Okay, now that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
That goes again.
Beginning of my turn, I'm going to play an event called Demise. Choose up to one asset controlled by each opponent. Destroy the chosen asset.
So destroyed cards go to the bottom of the deck just like played cards, or the bottom of the disc cards.
And I will play...
You will discard.
Red Queen. Discard.
Discard. Not play. Discard. Give me faces over there. Okay, draw.
Give you what I want.
Draw for the turn. I'm going to play Otherworldly Wisdom. It's an event. A player of your choice draws 4 cards. Go ahead, Gothy. Draw 4
Cancel.
cards. Nope, no cancel. Not magic. No cancel. And let me see what I'm going to discard. I'm going to discard an 8, so it's wild, and I will be changing the color to purple.
You done?
Yep. Yeah, I have nothing out for end of turn effects.
You said purple?
Purple. It's not purple. So, draw a card for the turn. Yep.
Okay, first I'm going to play an asset called Princess Seat Al Hussein. At the beginning of your turn, reveal the top card of a draw pile. If it's an event card, you may play it. Otherwise, it stays on top. And then I will discard an 8 to change the color to blue.
All right. Go ahead and draw. I'm going to go ahead and play Arcane Research Event. So you draw 2 cards, then put any 2 cards from your hand on top of the draw pile in any order. You may discard an additional card this turn. So draw 2 cards. What color did you change it to?
Blue.
Change to blue. All right. Okay, let's put this one back on there. I'm going to put one other card back up there. Put that one back up there. And then I get to discard an additional card this turn. So I got my regular discard, which I'm going to discard a Wish, a special card, because it counts as all colors. And my second discard is going to be purple 3. Okay, and then my event goes in right there. And it's your turn. So you got the beginning of turn event. Yep.
Reveal the top card of the draw pile. If it's an event, I may play it. It's not, so it goes back on top, and then I draw for my turn. I'm going to play an event called Priceless Jewel. Draw 4 cards and put any 4 cards from your hand at the bottom or on the bottom of the discard pile.
A lot of cards in your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's 4.
You put them on the bottom of this card, as well as your card you played. Okay.
I'm going to play or discard. Sorry.
Okay. Turn I will draw. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and play an asset. King Khusra 2 says opponents can't gain control of assets you control. And then I will discard purple ace and pass turn.
So draw for my asset. And it's not an event, so put it back and draw it for my turn. I will play, or no, that's, yeah, I guess I'll do that. We'll play an event. You may discard an additional card this turn.
Okay, so you get 2 discards this turn, or up to 2.
So discard that.
Alright, changing color to blue. And you're done?
Yes.
Okay, let me draw. We're going to play Epiphany. So you draw 3 cards, then put any 3 cards from your hand on the top of the draw pile in any order, and you may discard an additional card this turn. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and I'll put 3 cards back, and then I can discard. Oh, this is kind of hard. Okay, let's go ahead and put those back up. And I get to discard an additional card this turn, but I only have 1 that's available for discard. And I'll pass turn.
Okay, check to see if this is an event. It is. Look at the opponent's hand of your choice. Exchange up to 2 cards from your hand for any 1 card from that player's hand.
Yes. So you get to choose to play it if you want to.
No, I'm not really going to right now.
Okay, so. And it goes back on top. You draw it anyway.
Alright, so I will play this event though. Each opponent draws a card.
Okay. Oh, hey, the card.
That doesn't include me because I'm not an opponent.
No, you're not an opponent.
And I will play, or discard, sorry. Change it to the color green.
Green?
Yes.
Alright. So beginning my turn. I will draw. So I'm going to play Malicious Ifrit as an asset. At the end of your turn, destroy 1 green asset that's in play on the table. And then you said the color is green, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and discard. And it's your turn.
So it's not an event, so I put it back. Then draw. So I will play Simoon. It's an event. Choose up to 2 assets controlled by a single player. Put them into that player's hand.
Oh, so back into my hand.
Discard and it's your turn.
I'm going to go ahead and play this event. This is Hajj. Say you may give an opponent of your choice control of any one asset you control. Okay, here you go. You made this card an additional card this turn. Okay. So I get discard an additional card this turn. So here's my first initial discard. And here is my additional discard. And last turn.
So it's not an event, so I put it back and then I draw for my turn. So I'll play an asset called Marjana. Whenever one or more asset would be destroyed, you may prevent any one green or red asset you control from being destroyed. If you do, you may destroy any one asset controlled by an opponent. So I will discard. Sure.
Okay, let's go ahead and play Contemplate. So draw 1 card and put any 1 card from your hand on top of the draw pile. You can discard an additional card this turn. So let me draw. Put 1 card back on top of that. And so I can discard an additional card this turn, but I'm only able to discard that one.
I don't want to stay.
Yeah.
Not an event. Put it
yep.
and draw.
Oh. Yeah.
I'll play Queen of the Ebony Isles. At the end of your turn, you may replace any 1 asset controlled by an opponent with any 1 asset card from the discard pile, then swap the exact location with those cards. Or with the card. You know. You know.
I know.
Discard.
Turn. Alright, go ahead and draw. Okay. I'm going to play Magic Diamond event. Draw 2 cards and put any 2 cards from your hand on the bottom of the discard pile. Let's go ahead and draw 2 cards. And then I will put 2 cards from my hand on the bottom of the discard pile. I will put these 2 cards. And then I will discard an 8 for my turn. I'll change the color to blue. And I have no cards, so I win.
So close.
So close. 1 card.
So that was gameplay for Crazier Eights 1001 Nights. It was a really fun game. We both really enjoyed trying to manipulate each other's turns. It was beautiful artwork. I'm like a big enthusiast for art. And yeah, I really enjoyed every little individual piece of the artwork and stuff. It's now on Kickstarter. We'll put the link in the description. make sure to check out the link that we'll also include for our review of Camelot and Avalon. We'll also put that in the description. It's basically like Uno and Crazy Eights with a twist. Once again, you have the different abilities that you can do on your turns and stuff to try to get your hand empty as fast as possible. It's a great filler game, and it's really easy to teach. We taught our 2 kids when we got to meet James Gray, the creator, when he had Camelot and Avalon out. Make sure you like and subscribe. I hope that I did okay, because this is my first time actually doing the whole thing mostly by myself. This is GothyLox for Logan Chops Reviews. Thank you for watching.